So apparently Biden's press secretary throws a psychotic hissy fit live on air. I just need somebody to make it make sense because it doesn't. So she throws a psychotic hissy fit over her being asked about Biden's health, apparently. And that's honestly a question that we can all ask, okay? If this guy is supposedly running the state, even though we know it's Obama, if this guy is supposedly running the country, right? I said state, but I meant the country. We can ask these questions. We want to know about what's going on. Who's running the country? We want to know what's going on with the country. Why is the country in this state of turmoil? And then what if he's unfit, which we all know he's unfit. If he's unfit, why is he still the president? These are questions we deserve to know. Like we deserve to have the answers to. And as far as his press secretary goes, it's like she gets paid to lie. It's just wild. Anyways, guys, welcome to the King Squad. Definitely be sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe. We're on the road to 60,000 subscribers. We just popped 55K. I hope everyone is blessed and prosperous, stays blessed and prosperous, and I hope everyone's having a great day. Shout out to the King Squad. Shout out to all the channel members, all the channel supporters. You guys are the bomb.com. Let's get right into it. I will give you guys my thoughts periodically throughout the video, more so on the back end, so stay tuned for that. And let's go.
Joe Biden has had a bunch of brain aneurysms and had to have invasive surgery in order to fix his skull and to save his life. This is the Brain Aneurysm Foundation with an article that says what Joe Biden learned from his life-threatening brain aneurysms. Plural. Joe Biden's talked about how they literally needed to take the top of his head off to fix his brain.
And I had these terrible headaches, was diagnosed with having anyway, they had to take the top of my head off a couple times, see if I had a brain.
See if I had a brain. Well, now it seems as though the testing has continued at the White House. Parkinson's doctor visited White House 8 times in an 8-month period, records show. Why would the Parkinson's doctor be at the White House?
And that article, the date of that article, we're going to run it back. The date of this article right here is July 8th, 2024. That's at 3:09 p.m. That's actually concerning. Very concerning.
Period, records show. Why would the Parkinson's doctor be at the White House? This guy is world-renowned Parkinson's neurosurgeon and neurologist. Why is he visiting the White House 8 times in 8 months? Well, let's go ahead and read about Parkinson's disease just really quickly here from the Mayo Clinic. Parkinson's disease is a progressive disorder that affects the nervous system and parts of the body. Symptoms start slowly. The first symptoms may be barely noticeable tremor in one hand. Oh boy. Tremors are common, but the disorder may also cause stiffness and slowing of movement. Your arms may not swing when you walk. Your face may show little to no expression. Your speech may become soft and slurred. Wow. Well, let's go ahead and look at Joe Biden just this weekend, as you can see the noticeable tremors in his hands. My goodness gracious. Does Joe Biden have Parkinson's? Is this actually what it is? Everybody's been saying dementia, but actually when you look at kind of the list of symptoms, you can see that Joe Biden's hand shakes regularly. Actually, look at this. I mean, this is just complete abuse. Here's Joe Biden. Watch Joe Biden's right hand here. You can see Joe Biden's hand starts actually involuntarily shaking. And this happens quite a bit, actually. This is the White House record of the guy his name's Kevin Kennard. This is the specialist for Parkinson's and neurology at Walter Reed Medical Center, where the president gets treated. So this is the guy who's been visiting the White House. The White House logs state this. Nobody knows who's the mysterious person in the meeting. There's one mysterious person that's not in the White House logs. Everyone's saying that's got to be Joe Biden, right? And that's exactly what Cringe, Jean-Pierre, was pressed about in the White House press briefing today. The first time in the history of the last 4 years that you will watch the reporters actually do their damn jobs at the White House. This clip is remarkable. It's ripping across the internet. Total and complete chaos as Cringe Jean-Pierre refuses to say why Joe Biden is being treated for Parkinson's. Listen.
Do not want to share. I'm not going to share people's names from here. But the president, I can tell you, has seen a neurologist 3 times, as it's connected to a physical that he gets every year that we provide to all of you.
It's a very basic, direct question.
Wait. Hold on. Wait a second.
8 times, or at least once, in regards to the president specifically.
Hold on a second.
Not what you should be able to answer by this point.
Wait, no.
About it.
No, wait a minute. Ed, please. A little respect here, please. So every year, around the president's physical examination, he sees a neurologist. That's 3 times, right? So I am telling you that he has seen a neurologist 3 times while he has been in this presidency. That's what I'm saying. I am telling you that he has seen them 3 times. That is what I'm sharing with you, right? So every time he has a physical, he has had to see a neurologist. So that is answering that question.
No, it's not.
No, it is. It is. You're
Dr.
asking
Kevin
me.
Kennard, come to the White House
But I also said to you,
condition.
Ed, I also said to you, for security reasons, we cannot share names. We cannot share names.
You cannot
we
share
have
names
to. We have
of
to.
others he would have met with.
We
but
cannot.
You can share names
No.
in regards to if someone came here in regards to the president.
We cannot share names of specialists broadly, from a dermatologist to a neurologist. We cannot share names. There are security reasons. We have to protect.
It's public.
I understand that.
I
hear you.
Right there for anyone to see.
Ed, I hear you. I cannot from here confirm any of that because we have to keep their privacy. I think they would appreciate that too. We have to give them.
Question of the doctor.
We have to keep their privacy.
It is public.
It's public information.
I hear you.
And you're going to allow this to fester longer, Kareem, unless the White House answers the
hold on a
question.
second. There's no reason to go back and forth and be in this aggressive way.
Miffed around here about how information's been shared with the press corps about him.
What do you missed about? What do you missed about?
Everything he just asked about.
And then every time I come back and I answer the question that you guys asked.
Correctly, you didn't have to come back and clean it up.
I never answered the question incorrectly. That is not true. I was asked about a medical exam. I was asked about a physical. That was in the line of question that I answered. And I said, no, he did not have a medical exam. And I still stand by that. Matter of fact, the president still stands by that. He had a verbal check-in. That is something that the president has a couple times a week.
Now in regards to Dr. Kevin Kennard.
And I am telling you right now that I am not sharing confirming names from here. It is a security reasons. I am not going to do that, Ed. It doesn't matter how hard you push me. It doesn't matter how angry you get with me. I'm not going to confirm a name. It doesn't matter if it's even in the log. I am not going to do that from here. That is not something I am going to do. What I can share with you is that the president has seen a neurologist for his physical 3 times. 3 times. And it is in the reporting that we share a comprehensive reporting. Matter of fact, it's more than what the last guy shared, and it is in line.
The last guy. Please.
With what George W. Bush did. It's in line with what Obama did. And so it is comprehensive. It is out there. I just read a quote from it, but I am not going to divulge somebody's name or confirm someone. I'm not going to do that. That is as privacy for that person. I'm not going to do that. It doesn't matter how hard you push me. It doesn't matter how angry you get with me from here. I'm just not going to do that.
I think it's also important to recognize the fact that people are really frustrated at the same time, though. Like you really got to take a real closer look at the country, and you see that people are fed up. People are frustrated, fed up, and honestly, I would say they have a right to come off slightly impatient because, not even slightly, just impatient because just the state of the entire country, it's just a giant cluster F. I mean, it's just what it is. People are sick of these high rents. People are sick of these groceries. People are fed up with the immigrant situation, the immigrant crisis. You know, people are fed up with the inflation, and people want to know what's going on. People want to know, okay, what is the plan of action? What is going to be put in place about this? How are we going to handle this? Is he okay? If he's not suitable, why is he the one in office? And she's doing, I guess you could say, her job, trying to represent him and still maintain some sense of stability and, keep people calm at bay level, I guess you could say. But yeah, I personally believe that they have the right to be that way because despite their job, people are actually frustrated. People want to know what is going on. So that's that.
It is inappropriate. It is not acceptable. So I'm not going to do it.
It really makes me ask, like, do you live in this country? Do you see what's going on out here? When you think about that, that's why these people are talking to you like this.
Oh, man, I just love it when low IQ people have to be put on the spot and get their intelligence checked. This is the White House. You can go search this right now. You can do. I did this before the show this morning. You can go search the guy's name in the White House visitors log, which is public. So you can see the guy there. So what's she mulling about? What on earth is she talking about? How she's not going to confirm that he was there. He's there you can see it. Is the Secret Service lying to you? The lack of transparency about the Parkinson specialist is going to spawn an entirely new negative news cycle. The public record it's public record on the visitor logs. Wild to not answer why he was there. If there was any relation to the president. Citing privacy?
I think it's important to be transparent too. Really just adding on the topic of people are fed up and frustrated. It's important to be transparent with people because people want to know what's going on. As I stated before, people want to know what's the plan of action to combat the current state of the economy and everything that's happening in our country.
Complete unhinged meltdown is what Charlie Kirk's calling it. Truly incredible clip. She's asked over and over again about the Parkinson special and says for security reasons, she can't do that. All but confirming that it was actually Joe Biden and that they're in the midst of a cover-up. It's worse than we thought now. White House officials can't remember why Joe Biden's doctors met with the Parkinson specialist. White House reporters need to ask these questions. Visitor logs at Joe Biden's Delaware home are not kept. Are doctors visiting him there? What kind of doctors? Is he being treated there? Is this why Joe Biden skips off to Delaware every single week? She's still lying, says Piers Morgan. It's a massive cover-up of Joe Biden's mental decline, the dodge, the lying, and Kayleigh McEnany coming through and effectively saying, citing security reasons is bogus. Nobody would know better than Kayleigh, right, who did an incredible job as press secretary. Cannot answer why the Parkinson specialist was repeatedly meeting with President Biden's doctor. She says he cannot expose private information. What do you mean, private information? It's in the visitor logs. What security reasons? It's an odd red herring to make the storyline worse. Everyone's saying this is making it so much worse. How bad are things getting for Karine Jean-Pierre? She broke into tears at the end of this briefing.
Really? It really looks like she's trying to maintain a dam to the MAGA flood, really. Okay, we see Joe's health. We see his incapability. We see that he's not fit for this role. We see it. We've been calling it. We've been addressing it. And what they don't want to do is they don't want to sit here and say, well, he does have dementia. And then boom, then we all flood right on in through and say, we told you, we knew it the whole time. Okay, it's no surprise because we've been calling it. We see the signs. We see his hand shaking. We saw him at the debate. We see him falling asleep. When he's supposed to be talking to Trump, we see him just falling apart. This guy is not fit to be president, and we've been saying that. We've been saying that. But see, they don't want us to be able to confirm that. They don't want us to have this concrete confirmation. That's what they want. They're, like I said, they're trying to dam the MAGA flood. This is her trying to hold back the flood behind her of everybody who's been right the entire time.
Karine Jean-Pierre literally either on the verge of or literally crying tears in this clip, I can't tell, scolding the reporters for being mean to her.
I just want to take a step back for a second because I do take offense to what Ed alluded to.
This is Ed O'Keefe, by the way. He's the CBS News reporter that was asking her about the Parkinson's expert in the last clip. He has the glasses. He's in the front.
I'm out here every day. There's a press briefing, and we do our best to give you the information that we have at the time. That's what we do. And we understand that the freedom of the press, we respect the freedom of the press. You heard me talk about this last week. I appreciate the back and forth that we all have. I try to respect you, and I hope you try to respect me.
This is a bunch of chicken bok. She is literally not saying anything. She is just making noise.
And we literally do everything that we can.
You literally do nothing. It's you can say it.
My team does everything that we can to make sure we get the answers to you. That's what we do. And sometimes we disagree.
Translation, we do everything we can to keep the answers away from you. We're not idiots. Like, we see what's going on.
Sometimes we are not in agreement. But you know what? That's democracy. That is what is important, to have that healthy back and forth. And so to say that I'm holding information or allude to anything else is not unfair. It's really, really unfair. I think people who are watching and have been watching this briefing for this past week could say that we are doing our best in this briefing to provide the information that we have. And I will admit,
doing your best to ruin the country and cover up the poor choices you've made. Translation.
I will be the first one to admit sometimes I get it wrong. At least I admit that. At least I admit that.
Correction, most times.
And sometimes I don't have the information. And I will always, always admit that. But I do take offense to what was just happening at the beginning of this briefing. It's not okay.
When people were asking me tough questions, listen to the beginning of this. Maybe you missed it, but listen to her break down in tears.
Because I just want to take a step back for a second. Because I do take offense to what Ed alluded to. You know, come out here, every day there's a press.
Oh, man. These people. She wouldn't be able to last a second with what Sarah Sanders and Kayleigh McEnany had to deal with every single moment of their lives behind that press podium. And they did a lot more press conferences than Cringe did ever. Man, I was inside those press conferences. Those were wild. Does Joe Biden have Parkinson's? Like, share, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen, for more updates. Important times that we're living through. It's going to get crazier. Buckle up. See ya.
Yeah, seriously, heavy on the buckle up. You know, as we get closer to the election, this is just going to get even wilder. We know Trump is going to win. God willing, okay? God willing. We have to say that after what happened the last election. So I got to say, God willing. But yeah, it definitely buckle up. The shenanigans and the plots and plans that are going to be played here, and the things that are going to be pulled, and the nonsense that's going to be unleashed is just astronomical. And yeah, I'm prepared just for the wildest things to happen. And I say that because I'm kind of a person to, plan for the worst but expect the best. So I'm expecting the best. I'm like, or no, wait, is it plan for the worst, expect the best? I think it is. Anyways, you get the idea. So mainly my point is just get ready. Just get ready to see some stuff. I just think they're not done. I just think they're going to keep pulling tricks out of the hat. More shenanigans, more tricks, more plots, more jokes and nonsense. And this being that too, this right here is a whole cover up, okay? Because we saw Joe Biden fall asleep at the debate. And I keep bringing that debate up because that was a huge turning point, because that was a heavy confirmation checkpoint for us on the MAGA side. Saying they really just confirmed that, okay, this man right here is not suited. This man definitely has dementia and possibly even Parkinson's now at this point. And he's not suited for this. He's not suited for this job. He's definitely not going to be able to run another 4 years. And we've been saying this. We've been calling it. And they hate that. They don't like us being right. They don't like us noticing these things. And then they're also trying to calm people down on their side because their side's turning against them. You got Democrats turning against the woke, anti-common sense side of Democrats. So there's that. So it's a whole, I guess conundrum is a good word to use. A whole, just a pile of nonsense. It's just insane out here. So that's my own thoughts on it, guys. Comment down below what you guys think. Definitely, if you're new here, welcome to the King Squad. Definitely be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We post daily over here, and we are the best reaction channel on YouTube, and that's that. And I hope everyone's having a blessed and prosperous day. I hope everyone's in excellent health. And make sure that you hug your loved ones out here. You know, take a walk, go make some money, and keep God first, all that great stuff. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Definitely be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you to everyone who leaves a positive comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.